Welcome to e-learning platform of Science Park, Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Today's lesson is for Standard 6. It is on Chapter 1, Natural Resources. What we will learn in this chapter? We will learn the meaning of natural resources, how they are useful to us, which are the important natural resources, and what are the reasons of air pollution, because air is an important natural resource. In the following slide, there will be some pictures of natural resources. The first is the picture of clean air, which is very vital for respiration of all living organisms. Look at the picture, a very beautiful, clean, freshwater lake in Ladakh. Water is the next freshwater resource, and it is correctly said that water is life. The tropical rainforests are found near equator, where there is abundant rainfall throughout the year. Animals. Most of these animals are useful to us as they provide food or provide means of transport. All plants and all animals are important bioresource. Solar energy. We get abundant sunlight for nearly 8 months of the year in our country, and thus we can produce solar energy by using solar panels. This is oil rig, offshore oil rig. That means drilling underneath the seabed in order to extract oil and gas. Similarly, onshore drilling is also done under Earth's surface. This is underground coal mine where coal is extracted. Similarly, we can get many other metals and minerals from the Earth's surface. This is windmill. We can get some amount of energy by using the power of wind. We have seen few pictures of natural resources providing us food, energy, etc. Now we will see which natural resources we are talking about in this chapter. Can we survive without air and water? Can we have life without land? The answer is no. This means that air, water and land are very important natural resources, very essential for our life. We cannot survive without them. In fact, they are our life support systems. Spheres on the earth. We know that air, water and land are the natural resources. They are made available to us by nature, and that too free of cost. What we call them? We call them as atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere respectively. Then what is biosphere? We also know that the living organisms, plants and animals, they are present in air, in water and on the land. The regions of atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere occupied by living organisms are known as biosphere. The same is depicted in this picture. The biosphere has occupied all the spheres, that is atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. Do you know that the materials we use have their origin in nature or natural resources? How? To find the answer of this question, let us play a game. The name of the game is Everything Comes from Nature. How to play this game? I will explain it for you. There are 4 columns in this slide. The first and third column shows different materials including food items, that we use every day. The title of second and fourth column is origin. That means you have to find out and write down the origin of these materials. I will read out the names of the materials. Like paper, the first is paper and the origin is tree. Paper comes from trees. Trees trunks are used to make pulp and this pulp is converted into paper. Got it? Now similarly, you have to write for pencil. Already it is given for you. For plastic bottle, what is the origin of plastic bottle? You have to find and write it down. Butter, then roti or bread, medicine, leather, Fevicol. Then in the next column, glass, wax, coal, salt, coal tar, eraser, plaster of Paris and gold. These are the materials. So what you have to do is you have to ask your parents or find out from Google what is the origin of these materials. Before you start, I will give you one more example which is bit different. Take an example of Fevicol. Now Fevicol that we use every day is made from a chemical. So you will write the answer chemical in the origin column or just after this. So the answer of this Fevicol is chemical. But is it natural? Is it a natural resource? No. But the elements from which the chemical is made like CHO, N, calcium, magnesium, etc. Because all the chemicals are made from different elements. All these elements are present in nature. So ultimately all our materials and needs come from nature. So do it, start and find out the answers of the remaining materials. Did you get the answers? Is the game over? Now coming back to our topic, let us consider the natural resources once again. So we are considering hydrosphere, atmosphere and lithosphere. Nearly 71% of our earth is occupied by hydrosphere and 21% is occupied by lithosphere, that is land. The third is atmosphere. The atmosphere has got 5 different layers as it is shown in the figure. The first layer, which is very near to the earth's surface, is known as troposphere. This layer is very important for us because the air we breathe is present in this troposphere. In addition, different weather phenomena like cloud formation, snow, fog, rainfall, all these take place in this layer. So, this troposphere is a very important layer of atmosphere for us. Its height from sea level is 9 km at both the poles and 17 km at equator. Now after this troposphere, there is stratosphere, mesosphere, then thermosphere and exosphere. Why air gets polluted? As you know, in the cities, we use large number of vehicles, two-wheelers and four-wheelers. They produce vehicular exhaust which contains number of pollutants. We establish number of industries in the cities. The industrial air pollution adds to this. Thus, the air pollution is more in metro cities. City areas are densely populated. People burn fuels like coal and natural gas for domestic purpose. There are less number of vehicles and industries in small towns or villages. That is why the pollution is less as compared to those in metro cities. What is your opinion? Tell us. Here are few questions. A homework for you. What you have to do is you have to write down the answers of all these questions in your notebook. These are some multiple choice questions. The last question, that is question number 5, is a bit different question. You have to think and write down your own ways you will use.